Stadium in Istanbul. Turkey arrives here as a result of finishing second in Group 4 behind Sweden. Austria finishing second in Group 7 behind Spain. Let's take a look at the lineups. First for Turkey, only one change from the matchup in Vienna as Penbey sits in favor of Hasan Sas. Rustu the keeper, Umit Erkan Ozat Alpay the defenders, Emre Okan Tugay and Başturk in the midfield with Hakan Surkur in the forwards. For Austria, three changes in their lineup from the team that played on the 10th. Franz Wolfart still the keeper. Vukovic and Winkelhofer come in. The three new players, Prilasnig, Lexa, and Ivica Vastic. Well, that sets it up for an important match here. Turkey and Austria. Austria have been there before. Turkey have only been there once before. There you see the reserves for the Austrian national team. The captains, Hakan Sukur and Andreas Herzog, up against it. They have a tall order already chasing a goal. Already chasing an away goal, in fact, which should really make things even more difficult as these Turks are bristling and ready to make that World Cup push. Opening minutes of the match. This is Umit. To the far side, it's Sukur. Hakan Sukur, I should say. Before it's taken by the wily veteran of Austrian football, Franz Wolfart. Cross to the near side, Alpay. Then Tugay. Coming up from his defensive end, it was Umit who was brought down there by Gilbert Prilasnig. Stoppage in play here. Now the Turks have qualified for Euro 2000. They've really enjoyed, Turkish football is really enjoying a renaissance period, I guess if you could call it that. With Galatasaray winning the UEFA Cup in 2000. With Turkey competing and advancing to the quarterfinals in the Euro 2000. Now they're looking to do the best thing they could possibly do and qualify for a World Cup. It's a country of over 80 million people. Really no reason they should not be a regular participant in the World Cup, especially in comparison to an Austrian side nestled in between world powers like Germany, Italy, the Central European nations like Romania and the Czech Republic, yet still find a way to make the World Cup. They participated in World Cup 98, where they almost advanced to the next round, being beaten out by Chile. They played them in a controversial match. They were part of the 90 World Cup. This is a nation that time and time again makes an impact. After clearing all the confetti that had made its way onto the pitch, we will have a free kick. This is Ozat at the far post, chested down by Başturk. From behind, this is Emre. Strafner. Back from Umit. Now Okan. Austria can't get their feet to it. Still can't. Hakan Sukur chasing. Now the ball comes into Vukovic. Andreas Herzog. Flögel. Near side. Charging up is Prilasnig. Herzog. One away by Umit. In addition to Turkish teams making an impact on the international and club scene, Herzog intercepting, obstructed, whistle, free kick Austria. We should also make mention that Turkish players now making inroads into the big European leagues. That also applies for coaches, even though it's been a bad period lately with Fatih Terim being removed from his post at AC Milan. Well, Andreas Herzog, the number 10 for Austria, we know him pretty well. He's been on the international scene for years, and he will complicate things for the Turks. They have to keep an eye on that left foot of his. It's set up a free kick. This is Vastic. Austria retaining possession early on. Herzog still bothered a bit by that knock he took 30 seconds ago, or a minute, as to be expected. Headed away by Abdullah. Abdullah with the throw. In it comes to Başturk. Abdullah, the defender from Fenerbahce, now up in the offensive end. Intercepted and taken away by Austria. Flögel. Prilasnik. The boos come out. This crowd want to participate in this victory and help them in any which way they can. Excellent tackle by Okan. Low center of gravity gets to that ball. Hakan Sukur. Austria need a goal, and they need it early. If they can get it here, then it's all even. Abdullah dispossessing Lexa. The cross. There is Hasan Sas, the number 11. Not to be confused with the Austrian number 11, Mario Haas. Winkelhofer. This is one of 4 playoff matches in UEFA. The other features the Romanians and Slovenian. Germany and the Ukraine. And finally, Belgium versus the Czech Republic. These feature all the second-place teams from the playoffs that have just wrapped up last month. There were 9 groups. The 9th team, the Republic of Ireland, because of the odd number, will end up playing against Iran. And then, in a couple days from now, we will know pretty much the entire World Cup field. The only remaining bid still up for grabs is the 5th place team from South America, which is yet to be determined. Perhaps Uruguay, perhaps Colombia, even Brazil will take on Australia. And I think the Australians will hold the mantle of favorites. And maybe this time they'll be able to make it in. They are really in an awkward position, the Australians, in a region that doesn't feature much more world power. So they have to beat another team to get through, which really puts them at a disadvantage. That ball by Tugay, intercepted by Flögel. Now it comes to the near side. Herzog awaits, receives it from Haas. Back inside for Vastic. Play on, says Kalina. Vastic, the danger man up front, dispossessed there by Hasan Sas. Counterattack for the Turks. Hasan Sas. Okan. Back to Hasan Sas, left back, charging into it is Tugay. Free kick for Turkey. The foul committed by Thomas Winkelhofer. Tugay, who plays in the English Premier League for Blackburn Rovers, was with Rangers before that. He's still on the deck. An excellent midfielder, multifaceted, can be part of the creative process, can also win some balls for you. He'll be playing alongside Başturk. So it's a very exciting Turkish side with a lot of attacking options. Abdullah, the left footer, he takes it into the wall. Tugay. Başturk. The cross cut out by Vukovic. All the way back it comes Ozat. Emre. Actually, Alpay. Alpay, another of the English Premier League based players on this Turkish national team. He is with West Ham United. I'm sorry, Aston Villa. The claret and green. Well, I'm all over the place. The claret and blue once again strike. Hasan Sas. Hasan Sas, the demi. Excellent footwork, but he took on too many Austrian defenders. Herzog, dispossessed by Alpay. Alpay plays it to the left side. Chance now, Turkey, the cross! The shot now, well wide and over the crossbar, but excellent sequence by Turkey here. The final shot by Alpay. Şenol Güneş, the head coach for Turkey, really a position that comes with a lot of pressure, comes with a lot of criticism immediately from the press. He is the third coach, we'll talk more about it, that have had to deal with this, despite the fact that Turkey have made some major progress as a European power. Ball coming in here to Flögel. He is brought down. We're 0-0 about 10 minutes into the match. The cross comes in, onside. Oh my. A great ball, and Mario Haas should have finished that. Rustu not happy whatsoever. Here's the cross again, and Haas just judged it poorly with the depth. Clearly onside. That is dreadful defending. I think it's Alpay. There is Otto Baric, the Croatian-born Croatian head coach of Austria. There's a lot of players with Balkan beginnings also for this Austrian side. Željko Vukovic as well as Vika Vastic. And on the bench, Tomica Kosica. Well, for today's match, the Turks, only one change from the 11 that played Austria in the Ernst Happel Stadium in Vienna. Hasan Sas. And Hasan Sas is in fact the man who is come into the match replacing Penbe Ergun, I should say. For Austria, 4 changes. Gilbert Prilasnik comes in for Thomas Flögel, who replaced Mikael Bauer. Flögel moved to the defensive end. Stefan Lexa comes in for Marcus Schupp. Vika Vastic replaces Roman Wallner. As Franz Wolfart denies Hakan Şükür there, who is sporting that black eye from the first leg. Red badge of courage. Vukovic. From Marcus Schruth. Or Marcus Hayden, I should say. Schruth on the bench. Herzog. And Herzog's won another free kick. Umit, the defender from Galatasaray, in there late. Played back. Vastic. Herzog puts it to his favorite left foot, lobs it into the area. Vastic. Leg was up that time. They asked for the elevated foot, not given by Pierluigi Collina. It comes back to the near side, where it'll end up as a throw-in for Turkey. Prilasnik. That ball sent deep. Here comes Hakan Şükür. Franz Wolfart there first. Quickly to Gilbert Prilasnik. Plays at Greek football for Thessaloniki in the Greek league. Hasan Sas pressuring. Now comes wide to Lexa. Lexa, who plays at Unterhaching in the German Bundesliga. Now it's back out to Lexa. The cross comes in. Vastic is there. But Rustu able to grab it first. The pace quickening here. Abdullah. The 1-2. Look at the space for Abdullah as Lexa's out of position. Abdullah slides it in. Cleared away by Vukovic. hard foul. Is this Herzog again? No, this time it is Mario Haas who was brought down just outside of the midfield circle. Haas plays at Sturm Graz. Sturm Graz, without a doubt, the class these days of Austrian football. They had that great run into the Champions League a year ago. And they maintain their players. Ivica Vastic still there. You'd wonder if one of the bigger clubs in one of the bigger leagues would have already been able to grab Vastic or pry them away from Sturm Graz, but they have not, nor have they been able to do it to Mario Haas. Of course, from yesteryear, Rapid Vienna was the team to beat. Rapid Vienna is still a very good club, but Sturm Graz, without a doubt, the premier club. But that can always change year in, year out. Hey, remember the days in Italy when Sampdoria were top of the pops, as well as Napoli. Those days are not that long ago, but they seem like it. Tugay. Okan, this is the man who scored the goal in Vienna 4 days ago. That goal looming large. Umit! Looking for Hassan Sass. As we take a look at Şenol Güneş, he replaced Mustafa Denizli. Denizli, who replaced Fatih Terim. Fatih Terim, of course, the man who led Galatasaray to the UEFA Cup Championship in 2000. Denizli, the man who took Turkey into Euro 2000. Both left because of extreme media criticism. Güneş is experiencing that right now. And really, the media, although just my opinion, need to back away. These guys are doing a great job. As Turkey poised to qualify for their second World Cup ever, their first in almost 50 years. Just over the head. Not only that, but they're helping secure contracts for players in Europe. Okan in for Hassan Sass at the far post. Hakan Şükür cleared away by Winkelhofer. Alpay and Tugay playing in the English Premier League. Hakan Şükür, Emre Okan playing in the Serie A. These are major strides that Turkish football is making. And a lot of that credit has to be given to the coaches. Umit, that of course despite what much of the newspapers and periodicals are saying in Turkey. Alpay, the Aston Villa defender. Well, Güneş says he doesn't expect to be part of the World Cup after what's been going on repeatedly in his native country. There's been mention that maybe Fatih Terim will come in. Hakan Şükür trying to do it all by himself as it comes back to Franz Wolfart. Fatih Terim, very classy gentleman. You can tell by the comments he made in the paper when he was asked. He goes, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to even be mentioned considering the job Şenol Güneş is doing. Fatih Terim, of course, looking for employment these days. He was just fired by AC Milan, as we said earlier, after a very short stint. Pretty short fuse by the AC Milan ownership group. Winkelhofer. The ownership group who now have a leader of the country aboard. Ozat. Başturk only has had a couple touches so far. Hasan Sas. Ozat. Emre. Near side ball, but out of reach of everyone. Sick for maybe the linesman. Cleared away in the back by Vukovic. Well, Austria made it to this stage by finishing second in Group 7 in an impressive victory, or not a victory, but a tie in the final match day as they went to Tel Aviv and got a 1-1 tie against Israel. The goal by Andreas Herzog late. It looked like Israel were setting up to have a matchup here against Turkey in what would have been an epic, on so many levels, matchup. You don't want to look too far into it, but really would have been able to catch the imagination. It may have done a lot of good for religious relations in that part of the world. Austria then did finish second ahead of Israel, setting themselves up here. They finished behind Spain in Group 7, which were runaway winners. Spain undefeated in 8 matches, scored 21 goals, allowed only 4. Austria had to beat out Israel, Bosnia-Herzegovina, and Liechtenstein. So the group was really skewered towards their direction. Hasan Sas. Stopped there by Winkelhofer. Laid back poorly by Sturk. By Sturk. Goal! By Sturk slid in on the defensive lapse, and Turkey lead it 1-0, 2-0 on aggregate. What a mistake. Yildiray Başturk. He just charged in there. I think the ball was given away by Flögel. I'd hate to hold him responsible for that if it wasn't. So Başturk pounced on it, and the little general from Bayer Leverkusen no problem whatsoever. Franz Wolfart had a chance at it even. And now the Austrians in major trouble. They would need 2 goals, although 2 goals would be able to get them through to the World Cup on the away goal rule. But that is a long way from now. Vika Vastic with the foul on Okan. And Senol Gunes stopping the coaching. It was actually a foul on Okan. We'll have the throw in again as Pierluigi Collina, our Italian referee, was not ready. If you saw the scenes before this match, I had a chance to look in, and just the emotion between coaches and players, the hugs that the players of the Turkish national team were giving to it, you immediately got the sensation that this was the most important day of theirs footballing lives. It's Flögel. Austria still showing some ideas here. Deflected corner kick. It was one of those moments captured in time, as you can see. Years of hard work coming down to this, but so far, so good. Of course, the Austrians absolutely thinking the same thing. Herzog. Oh, what a ball! Herzog, of course, has played in a World Cup, as he used his left foot to his best. Almost scored the Olympic goal, as they call it. Rusto giving the indication that it was much closer than it perhaps was. Herzog, a dangerous weapon. Perhaps Austria's most dangerous. even though he's getting up there in the years. Tugay plays it back to Ozat. Abdullah. Hassan Sass. Near side, Umit. Excellent cross looking for Hassan Sass. He might have another chance at it. He just wedged it in there between the center backs. Good defensive play by Gerald Strafner to get back there. Headed out of there by Winkelhofer, who's done a lot of work early on. And Alpay will see it go out of play. Corner kick for Turkey, who are enjoying their second. Over goes Abdullah, their best left-footed option. But there's going to be an in-swinger, so Hassan Sass gets over there. Far post. Charging in there was Okan. As big as he could get, Başturk. Well, he hadn't got too many touches, but now he's starting to get them. He has the goal that has Turkey out in front 1-0. And 2-0 on aggregate, and here it is again. Let's see how close Wolfart was. Ooh, just slipped under his arm. Touched away by Winkelhofer again. Winkelhofer, who plays in the lower divisions of German football for Saarbrücken. Hakan Sukur. Hakan Sukur, the hero in Euro 2000 in that victory over Belgium that got them into the quarterfinals. But it has been Hassan Sass who's been a little bit more active up front and more the target for these Turkish midfielders. Turkey starting to take things over here. Austria getting a touch here, a touch there, but in between a long stretches of Turkish possession. Abdullah, Başturk plays it back now to Hassan Sass. Okan or Alpay. Still working the far touchline. It's through, but out of play. And the Austrians will welcome this throw-in. Well, we told you how the Austrians got to this stage. How about Turkey? In Group 4, it was pretty evident that Sweden and Turkey would advance to the next level, or the next stage. For the Swedes, it would be a World Cup automatic bid. For Turkey, this playoff spot. Sweden would win by 5 points over Turkey. The only other nation that really had a chance, and they only had a chance at Turkey's second place playoff spot, was Slovakia, who would finish third. Turkey beat Slovakia in Bratislava on September the 1st, 1-0, which eliminated any hopes they would have had. Then Sweden had to travel to Istanbul. Okan could not win in the midfield. Oh, it's getting very active, very chippy. And a whistle free kick for the Austrians. Turkey really had a chance to win this group there and then. But the Swedes came in and won it 2-1, which guaranteed their passage to the World Cup. Turkey had to sweat it out. And really, with that loss, Turkey were given a dose of reality. That they are not there yet, that they still need to work on some things. The cross comes in, and Vastic both there. Went off both their heads. Flogel actually was the man who made first contact, then off of Vastic. Ends up as a goal kick. Sweden just powered through this group 4. 20 goals scored, 3 goals against. Did not lose in 10 matches. Turkey only lost once. That was to Sweden. The other time they met was in Gothenburg, and it was 1-1. Foul against Strafner, right in the confetti, as Hakan Sukur got in there. Free kick for Turkey. Hasan Sas taking all the set pieces, which is saying a lot on a team that features Başturk and Tugay. Başturk, wide open in front, goal! On the half-hour mark, Turkey have struck again, and it's Hakan Sukur. What a moment. What a scene. We're an hour away from the end of this match, but what a wonderful scene right there with everyone embracing in unison and hopping to the music. That's what this World Cup is all about, folks. It means so much. What a ball by Başturk. And finished by Hakan Sukur. 2-0 Turkey, and things looking bleak for the visitors. Quickly, Austria win a free kick. And it was Thomas Flögel who's now appearing more and more often as an offensive catalyst for this Austrian side. It would be the right footer Vastic. Plays it in. Nicely cleared away by Hakan Sukur, and look at him end up on the other side of the pitch. First Başturk. Hasan Sas. Winkelhofer. Austria being run ragged right now. Not even a sliver of extra confidence or belief that Turkey have done enough to get through from Şenol Güneş. His appearance has not changed since this match began. Right now it looks pretty good for Turkey, but still a long way to go, and anything can happen. Certainly the Turks, who have been on the short end of many results in the past, know that better than any, and that nothing should be taken Ooh, ball sneaks through for a moment. Nothing should be taken in advance of it occurring. Another look at goal number 2. That's a great finish. Lexa. Okan. Both these nations play similar styles of football, it seems. The Turkish generally learn from the German model, and the Austrians do not sway too far from that either. Tugay, ooh, a lot of tugging and pulling and holding, and an advantage usually goes to the defender, as it did that time. We're about minute 35. Hassan Sass has played a tremendous first half. Okan, Umit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a player in red that has not played well in this first 45 minutes or first 35 minutes, as it may be. Free kick for Austria. They have to stay organized. They have to not panic just yet. There is certainly still hope. The goal in this first half would be absolute tonic if they could squeeze it in. Umit. Safety there by Vukovic, the defender from Sturm Graz. Sturm Graz, of course, very close to the Slovenian border, so you have players like Zeljko Vukovic and Ivica Vastic, despite the fact being Austrian internationals. Do have a lot in common with the nations they are in proximity to. Flogel loses it, over comes Abdullah, now onto the foot of Okan. To Gay, great ball. Alpay. Hassan Sass. Free kick, Turkey. And Andreas Herzog really needs to campaign for his side now as things are slipping away. He has to keep his cool as well. No cautions yet. Another scary moment for also Baric's side. Otto. Great name for a Croat. It is Umit. The right back. It looks like he's going to take it. He does under the wall. Folfart. Folfart, who now plays at Austria Memphis, of course, most recently had those good years at Stuttgart and not so good years. But through it all, they remained in the top flight of German football. Tugay. Not such a disparity in shots on goal, but absolutely no doubt who the better team has been. And it is the team that's currently leading. Austria are going to have to be a bit of a go-getter here. They have some offensive players on the bench. Like Marcus Weissenberger, Richard Kitzbichler, and Marcus Schopp. Will we see them? Probably. When is the question? How soon? Basturk the target, touched away by Prilasnik. Now Flogel. A hard tackle in the midfield from Alpay, bringing down Ivica Vastic. Vukovic. Looking for Mario Haas. Haas donning the red shoes. Haas has been MIA throughout this first half for Otto Baric's side. Hello, Otto. All played in by Vastic. Hayden. Touched wide and then out of play by Herzog. Minute 40 here in Istanbul at the Ali Sami Yen Stadium. Abdullah. And free kick Turkey. The foul committed there by Gerald Strafner, another player who is with Sturm Graz. How about the first half from Umit? Deflected ball. Hakan Şükür redirects it, but there to clear it is Vukovic. Winkelhofer. Look at the pace around the corner by this man, Ozat. The cross in, stopped by Vukovic. Corner kick, Turkey. Hasan Sas in front, wide of the near post. Hakan Şükür. Did not miss by much, and Wolfart was in a state of confusion. His legs tangled up a bit there. Look at the ball pressure here by Abdullah. Finally, Vastic gets it out, but for how long? Just a moment. This is a Turkish throw-in. That is Arif, a forward coming into the match. And maybe an injury here for somebody up front. I doubt he's going to replace a defender at this point. And Başturk, yeah, there's your man. Şenol Güneş, I don't know if he engineered this replacement, but he sees somebody not 100%. It carries on for more than a minute. He says, I cannot afford it. The stakes are too high. And that is it. Başturk quickly off the pitch. He did score the first goal. And Arif replaces him. And this is Yildiray Başturk's contribution to the World Cup effort. Quite a contribution it was. He assisted on the second goal. Here's Herzog. Turkey leading here 2-0, 3-0 on aggregate. No foul there. Abdullah. Hakan Şükür. Umit intercepted in the midfield. This is Flögel. Free kick Austria. Foul committed by Okan. Ball lost in the midfield by number 6, Lexa. Played up ahead, Abdullah. And an Austrian free kick coming right at midfield. Herzog's been on the ground a lot. He's going to be black and blue by the end of this one. He may be black and blue already, considering this has been a 2-leg marathon within 4 days. Haas. Well, he hasn't been accounted for yet, but starting to pick up his output. Rustu. Şenol Güneş wants everybody up as we're heading towards stoppage time. Abdullah. Played across. Arif. Hakan Sukur. Okan. Goal! In stoppage time, the Turks have struck again. The man who scored in leg number 1 has scored in leg number 2. Turkey 3, Austria 0. What a beautiful goal. And look at the scenes here at the Ali Sami Yen Stadium. Arif first, Hakan Sukur, and look at little Okan. Sneaky! What a sneaky character he is. No, I don't think anybody saw, but there he is. That's his game, folks. Let's watch his footsteps here. Bang! 3-0 here. Moments away from the end of the half. 4-0 on aggregate. Turkey have an away goal in there as well. This match, this two-legged affair is over. Turkey are all but assured of heading to the World Cup. Barring a collapse that would be perhaps the biggest collapse in world football history at this point. Hakan Sukur using his height. And I guess you could say Okan using his height as well. That was amazing. The big man and the little man. Reminiscent of that Mad Max movie Beyond Thunderdome with Master Blaster, where they had the little fella and the big fella. Who rules Bartertown? Okan and Hakan Sukur. Probably getting hot water for that comment. But oh well, it's World Cup time and the excitement is brimming over. Herzog. Yeah. The Austrians appear a bit discombobulated. This halftime whistle could not come soon enough, but it has. What a half by Turkey. Back for the second half here. Turkey in complete control of this one. Leading at 3-0 with a 4-0 aggregate lead. As their World Cup hopes look quite robust these days. Pierluigi Collina, our referee. Second half begins. The Turkish side did make a substitution in minute 42. They have not made any additional substitutions. Austria have made a substitution here at the half. Gilbert Prilasnik, the defender, is out, replaced by Richard Kitzbichler.
Haydi hep beraber kırmızı beyaz şampiyon Türkiye. Hiç durmadan aralıksız. Eski açık başlıyorsunuz. 1, 2, 3.
Hasan Sas, late whistle, but a free kick coming for the Turks. There is notification of the substitution. Kitzbichler comes in now. Up the near side, chasing it is Hakan Sukur. Those fans hoping they can prepare a trip very soon to Japan and South Korea next summer. As this side starting to write the history of the Turkish football right in front of them. Optimism abounding in the Football Federation of Turkey. The head is Haluk Ulusoy. Job well done on his part, as he will obviously be remembered, as all these players and coaches, if they polish off Austria as they should. There's a major part of football history of Turkey. Who knows where this leads to? This will be the platform for bigger and better things. Soccer at an all-time high in popularity in the country. Money coming back into the program because of foreign interests. Here's Herzog with the corner kick. Far post in front. It was Ivica Vastic, now cleared away by Turkey. Not quite, though. Still alive. Hope. Flag is up. Offside that time was Mario Haas. Only the second offside of the match, and both of them for Austria. Rustu. Kitzbikler. Over to the far side, Umit. Then Okan. At the far side. Finally running out of area to work was Arif, who came in for the injured Yildari Baştuk. Well, a half-hearted attempt at the wave. You get the feeling the wave has ran its course. Even as exciting as an atmosphere as it is right now here at the Ali Sami Yen Stadium. Not everyone ready to commit to, oh, never mind. The camera's just a little bit behind him. It stops, it starts. It still is half-hearted. Good. Oh, but they're having fun, as they should. Their World Cup campaigns beforehand, their qualifying campaigns, always fell short, but once. Not this time. Vastic and Herzog. And now just Herzog. Wondering where Tony Polster is. Unfortunately retired. The prolific Austrian goal scorer. Abdullah taken out by Strafner. And Abdullah didn't like it, and I think Strafner's in some trouble here. And it was really an ugly challenge. First caution of the match. Tugay. Now up from Okan. And Umit commits a foul there. That one intercepted by Ozat. Turkey did also qualify for the 96 European Championships, where they had little success, played well, but did not advance to the next round. Vastic! Well, a goal would at least make it somewhat interesting. Still, Turkey need 4. I mean, Austria need 4. 4 would get them through on the away goal rule. But the more you say it, the more far-fetched it sounds. As you can see, the Turkish delegation. Hasan Sas. Alpay. Emre. At the far side, coming in to intercept it is Vukovic. Ivica Vastic. Oh well. There's a substitution for the Austrians. Lexa is out, and another offensive-oriented player, Markus Schöp, comes in. So the left and right back have been pulled here by Otto Baric, which means I think Strafner and even Flögel and Hayden will have to help to reassure that there are no more leaks. Vastic. There are the fouls. Slow down a bit. There was like a massive total. Here's again Vastic and Herzog. Vastic this time, and a dreadful offering. Confidence has to be lagging right now, as that offering really didn't have much confidence behind it. Free kick for Austria. This is Kitzbühel. Vastic. Herzog. Oh, what a ball! But in the end, denied by the retreating Ozat. Tugay. Abdullah. Shop on him. He overran it. Abdullah perseveres. Hasan Sas to Tugay. Everyone getting a touch. And finally, from behind, dispossessed. Here is Flögel. Markus Schöp. Andreas Herzog, who, by the way, after the 1-0 loss in Austria, said our chances decreased from 50-50 to 30-70. Well, interesting to hear his response. If they asked him where his chances are now, it's probably 0.5, 0.95. Or 95.5. How's that for my math? Arif offside. Look at Schöp just overrun it here. And now Austria with it. Schöp takes what they give him. They give him as it comes into Kitzbühel. Schöp, no, cut out in front of him by Herzog. Austria just trying to keep on doing what they got them to this position. Not many people even saw them reaching here when they took on the Israelis in Tel Aviv. With Israel having the better goal differential, any victory would have put them through. Israel had a 1-0 lead until Herzog equalized. Even then, Austrian football has always been underestimated. This obviously not one of their finest hours, but even in the World Cup in that group, which featured Italy, Chile, and Cameroon, it was the Austrians that seemed like the least likely to advance, and they almost got through. They have made their impact in the World Cup in the past. Tugay. From behind there was Flögel. He has not stopped Senel Gunis. Abdullah. All the way back to Alpay. Space for Ozat. Umit. Strafner. We didn't like the first one. The second one gets a lot of air underneath it. Behind there is Strafner. Then headed out by Vukovic. A second time from Vukovic. Okan. Arif. And the remainder of the Turkish substitutes. There was Aktas, Yalcin, Kakhrevi, Mansiz, Tayfur, and Unsal. The remainder of the Austrian replacements: backup keeper Roland Goryup, Marcus Weissenberger, Tomika Kosijan, Robert Golemach, and Roman Valner. They have made 2 substitutions already. The Turks have made just 1. Arif replacing Yildiray Başturk. Abdullah. We have surpassed the hour mark here. The cross comes in. Strafner. Well, Turkish football at an all-time high. Vastic tries to lead Kitzbühel, but it ends up all the way back with Rustu. The next step is to try and get to host a major competition. And here's a situation where sports overshadows world politics even. A refreshing change is the prospects of Greece and Turkey becoming joint nominees to hold the European Championships for 2008. And really nothing else seems to prevent the joint candidature of Greece and Turkey, as these 2 countries signed a protocol on intention to jointly hold that championship. The ball played in and cleared away. Actually, a poor offering by Mario Haas, who got in there behind Abdullah. Oh well. That's the way it has been going. Of course, for those not up to date on the world of international politics and the status quo throughout, Cyprus, of course, jointly controlled, or has half been Turkish rule and part being Greek rule. That is the issue that would hold something up. But if they can hold that competition, it would be absolutely wonderful. And maybe bring these two cultures closer together. And of course, for those who aren't sure, Turks and Greeks generally do not see eye to eye. Volkan is coming out. Sergen will replace him. Or Yalcin. Excellent day for Okan. He got his goal. What a nice one it was, the one where he just snuck in there behind the Austrian defense in stoppage time. The third Turkish goal. Here's the final item regarding that 2008 European Championship offer. The official application to UEFA will be filed no later than November the 20th. In case of approval of EC 2008 Greek-Turkish nomination, the opening match of the championship will be opened in Turkey, the final in Athens. Remember also that the Olympics coming to Athens on 2004. So that area of the world could be very active, although word has it that the Greeks are not quite ready and behind schedule, which could all of a sudden make it very traumatic. Vastic. Flugel. Austria just trying to get one at a time here. Kitzbühler, but nothing happening. There's Franz Wolfart. The 3 goals, point blank range, really, all within 10 yards. 2 of them were one-on-one with the keeper, so Franz Wolfart certainly cannot be blamed for what has happened here. The hard challenge there by Hakan Sakur. It was Richard Kitzbühler. Now the cross. Vastic. It's a good effort. Gets a good effort, and Rustu had to punch it away. Under the leg of Haydn. Arif. The counter-attack to Gay. Hassan Sass on the near side. Hassan Sass will have to do it single-handedly as Marcus Haydn dropped back to put it away. Oh boy, what an effort from Wolfart. What a warrior. Haydn even looked away, assuming that the ball was going to be a corner kick. He just played it aside, but Wolfart, look at this. This isn't important to him. I wouldn't dare say it to him. Left a nasty divot. And look, Kalina even applauds the effort. Maybe that'll inspire the Austrians a bit here. As off his line comes Roland Goriup, the backup keeper. Thankfully, Wolfart will be all right. Goriup's time will come as Wolfart internationally will step aside very soon. Maybe after these World Cup qualifiers. Winkelhofer. Vastic. Kitzbühler loses it. Now the Turks move forward, if only for a minute. '65th minute. Schupp. A lot of movement, but going nowhere. The Turks now have it. Abdullah. Wolfart. That time heading it out was Emre. Tugay. Well, the statistics would not show what a disparity this match really has been. Granted, the Turks have been opportunistic on their goals. As you see, ball possession almost even. Not much of a disparity either in the shots. But to have seen this match, you know who has been the dominant force out there. Hasan Sas. Excellent. Lovely touch. Abdullah. Shop overtakes him. You can see Abdullah is such a steady player. He's a footed midfielder, defender. In Fenerbahce. Deceptively strong, deceptively quick. Filters through, deflected. Away that time by Zbikla. Otto Baric. Not happy whatsoever by today's performance. He said his team would give the utmost chance here for Arif. Goal! The substitute Arif sneaks in there, runs to the bench. Turkey up 4-0, 5-0 on aggregate, and it just gets better for the home side. What a moment. And this all of a sudden becoming a drubbing. That doesn't get you up on your feet and dancing. I don't know what will. And as quickly as the music starts, it stops. Great touch, Hakan Sukur. Arif, who does he think he is? Eric Cantona? Top netting. Oh, yes, what a finish. Well, Turkey looking like world beaters right now as they are the makings of not only a team that will make the World Cup, but one that can do a lot of damage in the World Cup. They are just crushing the Austrians now. It's Zbikla. Great touch. The defense from Vukovic actually aided the effort from Arif. How many more goals are in the offering? Hakan Sukur, one-on-one with the keeper, took too long, plays it across. Arif! The Austrians have waved the white flag. Oh, all sorts of time. The keeper on his back. And as good as the finish the first time was for Arif, this one was horrible. How could you do that after you finished so well the last time out? It really wasn't that bad, just a little bit over the crossbar. He should have put a little bit more force behind it and less loft. But anyway, probably all for the better. Here's Herzog, gave it away, and look how quickly. And that was the latest play. Herzog into the 18, looking for Schöp. Too far away to make an impact. There was Haas, but it's cleared away. Hasan Sas. Haas. Really one cause of concern for Austria in the future as we look at this side is the youth programs. Most of the players that have played here and played well are the elder statesmen of Austrian football. There's not too many players coming from behind giving much promise for future campaigns. Andreas Herzog's done as much as he could. He gets a free kick, but his international career is also running short. It's very difficult to keep playing at this level. Vastic, he'll take it. Oh boy, that should be the last one he takes. The last two kicks he has had have missed by 20, 25 yards. Oh boy. Not one of the better days for Ivica Vastic, who normally is a very serviceable forward. A guy that has played well in some big matches for Sturm Graz and Austria in the past. That woman is really getting into it. You gotta love it. Leading the charge from the front. Wolfart in front of Hakan Sukur. Well, Turkey's passage to the World Cup assured. You wonder what the groupings would be where they are featured. Not only about a month away. The UEFA grouping was pretty kind to them. They had to go against Sweden and Slovakia. There she is, Turkey's #1 fan. And it looks like, is that Marcus Weissenberger? It is. He will replace Ivica Vastic. And I think a good replacement because Vastic is running on empty when it comes to confidence right now. Kitzbichler. Cleared away. Herzog off the volley. Still a dangerous offering. Weissenberger, the man who just came in, a veteran of German football. Free kick for Turkey. Abdullah's first real mistake of the match as he hit it straight to Schupp. As we just saw, Turkey leading a 4-0, 4 different goal scorers. This was a couple of years ago when you mentioned Turkish football, the only name really that popped to people's mind was Hakan Sukur, but in reality, he's not even the best player on this team right now. There are 3 or 4 better players. This cross by Haas to Weissenberger. Can he get there? He does. Very fleet of foot. Kitzbichler. Herzog takes it himself. Ho ho. If nothing else, he made Rustu work for it. Great effort. Small angle. And it almost got in there. Small opening, I should say. The Turkish crowd want the clean sheet for Rustu, the Fenerbahce keeper. In the back, this is Ozat to Guy. Guy. Just gets away from Shop. Just. Not a pretty tackle whatsoever by the substitute. Thankfully avoided any entanglements there. Heading towards the 80th minute here in Istanbul. Turkey leading this match 4-0, 5-0 on aggregate. Guy for Hakan Sukur. And another corner conceded by Thomas Winkelhofer. Well, things could not have gone much worse for Austria. To Guy. His first shot on goal, but he's had a nice match. He's been getting that midfield clicking, moving in the right direction time and time again. Emre. Hakan Sukur. He's been a handful. He's played well as well. So many different types of players that Turkey use. Hand it over to Herzog for the free kick. One man up, it's Haas. Cannot work it away from Ozat. From back to front, top to bottom, everyone playing well for Turkey. Only one caution that went to Gerald Strafner here in the second half. Until now, as Haas has picked up the second. Guy in front of Shop. Shop has come in to try and provide some offensive punch. Instead, he's done defending solely. He said, this is not why I came into the match, but Austria just not winning many balls now. Given away by Okan. Ozat. Kitzbichler. Great run. Now it comes wide to Shop. Something positive for the Austrians, perhaps. Not quite. Abdullah punches it away. Deep throw from Shop. One in the air by Haas. Hassan Sass. Hayden. Haas. Cleared by Alpay. Arif. And Herzog. Schupp. To Guy. Hint of a counter. He plays it through, but offside to I cannot believe that the possession is that close, but apparently maybe there should be another category for quality possession or possession in the opponent's half, because I'm sure there is a bigger gap in those. I'd hate to see the poor fool would have to judge quality possession, so let's keep that away from anyone's hands. Turkey surging ahead again. Arif plays it wide. Sergen. Sergen. This is Arif. Try to loosen up the defense that time of Vukovic. Nothing working. Tugay wins another one. Umit. Hassan Sass. The cross, one hop straight to Franz Wolfart. Well, a lot of big names, big nations will not participate in the World Cup, so Austria can keep their heads held up that they got this far. Tugay. Hakan Şükür. Sergen. Hakan Şükür. Sergen's cross, far post. Arif! Goal! Arif! Arif! Arif is on fire! 2 goals in the second half after he came on as a substitute, and the pounding continues. Turkey 5, Austria 0. What a wonderful scene. A father and his daughter knowing that the father, who may have been around when the '54 World Cup was going on, can share this 2002 edition with his daughter as part of the great Turkish community who have put on a show here today. Arif. 4 different goal scorers still, but Arif has 2. Sergen did very well. You see him push away from Franz Wolfart, and then an open goal for Arif. 5-0 with about 5 minutes to go. And those 5 minutes could not go quicker for Austria right now. They have had it. It's bad now, but the Austrians have to be strong here and robust defensively. They cannot flex back anymore. It's for national pride. These scorelines, believe you me, ask Argentina when they lost 5-0 to Colombia. They stay around for a long time. Not easily forgotten. They provide fodder for future matchups, but still, Austria has to be strong. If they're tired, they have to pick it up, because 6 or 7-0, who knows, will leave a mark that will not easily be removed. Here's the work by Sergen. Look at the dummy. Wolfart's done right there. And then the cross would come in. And curtains. Cut by 2 defenders, though. Just outmatched, outclassed. Smart play by Sergen. Let the ball work all the way back. Use the ball's momentum. And then whammo. Mansi's preparing to come into the match. I'm sure as soon as Turkey get a next touch, they'll probably play it out to allow him access into the match, if not Wolfart first. Yeah, never mind. And that is it for Hassan Sass. And Mansis will pick up a cap here. So a new strike force. Here you see the giant banner for Galatasaray on the top of the stadium. Galatasaray doing very well in this edition of the Champions League. They're continuing to make an impact on the European circuit. They have filled their trophy case with the UEFA Cup trophy, and maybe more yet to come. Schupp Nice ball from him. Herzog. Check it, it's Kitzbichler. And advantage played briefly. There's a free kick for Austria. Easy day in comparison to the difficult days for Pierluigi Collina. With the scoreline so one-sided, there hasn't been too many ugly challenges. Not too many complaints for Austria. I don't think they're going to take it out on the referee, this loss. The shot from a tough angle, a good one. Rustu clears. Abdullah now. Tugay. Arif. Tugay and Abdullah playing keep away. Now Tugay moves up the midfield. Oh, the step over. Elegant. Hakan Sukur, the captain. Now Arif. Cleared away by Winkelhofer. Ilhan Mansis. Ozat. Wolfart. Oh, Hakan Sukur. My apologies, but as you can see, Hakan Sukur asking for the handball, and then when he turns around, he realized it's the goalkeeper. Even though he may have been protesting for the defender, but either way, great save there by Wolfart. Blocks it. Oh, it may have been a handball. I apologize for the laughing. My apologies, Hakan Sukur. Still a time to be festive on behalf of the Turkish national team. Good run from the back by Herzog. The cross straight to Rustu. Just a few minutes now. Actually, I can tell you we're into stoppage time now. And there can't be all that much of it. Turkey led it 3-0 at halftime. They've added 2 more goals here in the second half. They have a 6-0 aggregate lead. There is the final whistle. The result was known for some time.